Hi everybody. Today, as you might be able to guess, I'm in Nutwood in Raywell. And this is a really special place because it's one of the region's few ancient woodlands, and some of the trees here date back as far as the 13th century, which is incredible. It's also a fantastic place to do yoga practice because for many reasons, we as human beings are quite like the trees. We stand upright, we have trunks with various limbs coming from it. Perhaps most importantly of all, we keep growing. Even when we're not getting any taller, like the trees here, we still have the capacity to grow and rejuvenate. And actually the trees here that are hundreds of years old are still producing leaves year after year, which is beautiful to see. Today we're going to be doing a simple practice based on some of the things that we've done together in class, and I hope you remember. But first of all, let's just settle down and spend a few moments to get in a comfortable seated position with the spine upright. And I'm sitting cross-legged today, but if you prefer having your legs out in front of you, stretched out in Dandasana, please feel free to take that position, and even grab a cushion for your hips if that makes you feel more comfortable and keeps you upright. Once you're in your comfortable position, relax your shoulders, keep them pulled back, using your shoulder blades, actively engaging them to keep them pulled back with your chest open so you can breathe deeply. Relax your belly too, and your face, all of the muscles around your forehead and eyes and your jaw. Perhaps close your eyes for a few moments. Breathe deeply. Just as we've been doing in class, allow your abdomen to come out fully each time you inhale. Let this movement deepen your breathing, slowing down further. And as you relax more into this, just pay attention to the sensation of your breath as it flows in through your nostrils and downwards. Wherever you are, perhaps you can notice that the air is fresher and cooler as you breathe in, and warm and moist as you breathe out. And even reflecting for a moment on the special relationship between us humans and trees, the way that we breathe in oxygen and out carbon dioxide as our waste gas, whereas the trees take in that carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. You can even imagine yourself as a tree right now and feel your breath flowing through your trunk, nourishing your whole body right through to your branches, with one limb leading to the next and the breath flowing through your system and nourishing it throughout. And now, open your eyes. We'll start to move our joints, particularly if this is your first movement or practice of the day. Really important to start with a good joint rotation. And let's begin with the head. So first of all, take a breath in. Look up. As you breathe out, slowly move your head to look down towards the mat or whatever you're sitting on. And we'll do this motion backwards and forwards a few times. Inhale as you slowly look up. And exhale, look down. Inhale, slowly upwards. Here comes a leaf. Exhale down. Inhale back to the center now. And we'll move next left to right. As you exhale, slowly turn your head and look to the left, the right. Inhale, bring it back to the center. And then exhale, slowly to the left. Again, keep the motion flowing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back to the center. And finally, we'll just move over to the side. Exhale, lower your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale through the center and exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Good. Shoulder rotations now. We're going to move one shoulder at a time today, starting with the right and making a backwards circle with your shoulder. Just work into the shoulder joint carefully. Loosen it off and then change the direction of the circle. Forwards. Maybe a little bit more difficult to move this way. And now to the left, backward circle to start with. Don't be concerned about the crunches. Just work away at them gradually. And forwards. Keep breathing. And relax. And bring your arms in front of you now. We're going to open and close the elbows here. So first of all, make a light fist as you inhale and curl in with your forearms. Exhale, open out, open your fingers. Let's keep moving. Inhale through the nose if you can, and exhale. Fold in, inhale, and then exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. As your hands come down, interlace your fingers, and then inhale, stretch right up, and keep your shoulders down. As you exhale, lean over to the right. Try to keep both of your hips on the floor. Inhale, come back to the center, so stretching the side of the body here. Exhale to the left. You may want to think of this like a tree, perhaps a palm, swaying in the wind. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale, left. Inhale, travel right to the center. One more time on each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left. Keep both hips on the ground. Inhale, stretch up one last time, make yourself that bit taller, stretching upwards towards the sky. And then exhale, release your hands. Bend your knees in front of you and just bring your hands underneath your knees. And your feet can be quite far away from your body. You don't need to be hugging your knees. We're just going to open and close the legs to move into the knee joint now. First of all, take hold of the back of your right knee and inhale as you straighten your leg out. Exhale as you lower it down. Keep the left foot on the ground at all times. Inhale, straighten, and then exhale, lower. We might have some extra participants. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Good. So as you inhale, now bring your left hand to the side of your head, elbow right out to the side. And then as you exhale, bring your elbow to the opposite knee. Inhale, open out. And exhale, lower your elbow to the opposite knee again. And here, as you continue this movement, you might like to think about the unfurling and closing of leaves or flower petals. Just try to make the movement feel really good and natural. Last one, inhale, and then bend to the opposite knee as you exhale. Inhale, straighten back out. And as you exhale now, lower your hand and bring your hands to the other knee, your left knee now. We're going to do the same on this side. Moving with the breath. Inhale, straighten your leg. And exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Move carefully. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Release your hands and inhale. Bring your right hand to the side of your head. Elbow wide out. Open your chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your elbow to the opposite knee again. Opening and closing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, open out one last time. Feel the nice stretch along your chest. And then exhale, lower your hands and come onto all fours. Tabletop position now. And just take a moment to check your alignment. So your palms directly underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And try to get your middle fingers parallel to each other, with your fingers facing forwards and spread out. We're going to do the cat and cow motion first of all to work into the spine. Starting with the cow. So as you inhale, first of all, just lift your tailbone up and then allow an arch to form in your back and curling upwards, eventually rolling your head up as the last thing in the movement. Deep breath in as you go. And then moving to the cat, again leading from the tailbone, allowing a rounding to come through your spine as you look down and pull your belly button in, look to the mat. Let's move backwards and forwards in this motion. Inhale, feel it rippling along your spine, then look up without any strain. Exhale, just try to make it feel natural and fluid again. This is really good for your posture and for nourishing your spine, so it increases blood circulation to your spine, stretches and strengthens the muscles along your spine as well. It can be really relaxing too. Inhale. And last time, exhale. And I'll start to make a clockwise circle with your hips, coming first into the neutral tabletop, and then slowly starting to make a circle in a clockwise direction. Just keep it small at the beginning. But then as you start to feel your hips getting looser, you can make the circle bigger. You can even add in extra movement, just move in a way that feels good. Keep breathing continuously. You can even add a little head movement as well. And then reverse the direction. Make an anti-clockwise circle. Nice and slow. Keep breathing. And we'll do one more circle. And come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes now. We're going to come to the first downward dog of the day. And remember, we haven't stretched out the back of the legs much yet, so we're going to move really carefully into this. So as you start to raise your hips upwards, inhale and move slowly, keeping a bend in your knees. Push your hips backwards and start to tilt your hips upwards, and then press one heel down to the mat at a time. So you're always keeping a bend in one of your legs. And then just be really gentle with this. So really taking all the time you need to stretch out the back of your legs, which can be very stiff after a sleep or after sitting down for any length of time. Keep pushing your body weight backwards over your heels and keep tilting your hips upwards. Your shoulders should be open, so your chest is falling towards the mat. And then let's just press both heels down at the same time. Don't worry if you can't get both heels onto the mat. Just press until you feel a light stretch without forcing it. Keep breathing deeply. Inhale. And then as you exhale, start to walk forward with small steps towards your hands, keeping a slight bend in your legs for the forward fold, the first forward fold of today. And then inhale, roll up very slowly to standing position. Keep your hands moving upwards towards the sky. And then exhale, lower your hands to the side. Join them in a prayer position in front of your body. And once again, inhale, lift up to the sky. Stretch your arms upwards, keep your shoulders down. This time as we exhale, we're going to bend over to the right. So leaning and stretching the left side of the body. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Then exhale with a slight bend in your knees. Lower your hands back down to the floor into forward fold. Relax your head. Inhale, step back into the downward dog position. Adjust your feet if you need to. Keep pushing your weight backwards over your heels. Exhale, lower your knees. We're coming down towards the mat into a tabletop position now. We're not going to stay there, we're just going to touch down, and then on the next breath in, lift back to downward dog. So we're going to move backwards and forwards between these two positions. Exhale, lower again into tabletop. Touch your knees down. Then inhale, lift your hips, push them back up to downward dog. Exhale, lower to the mat, and you can look forward slightly as you come into tabletop. And then as you exhale and push back into downward dog, your head can come down towards the mat or even looking towards your belly button. Last time, inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward dog, and then come down back to tabletop position. From here, on your next inhalation, stretch up with your right arm and follow your hand upwards towards the sky, and then exhale, lower your arm down, follow your hand as it moves. And we're going to switch to the other side now. Inhale, raise to the left. And exhale, lower. Inhale to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open up to the left. Exhale, lower. Last time on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look up slightly. Then exhale, look over your right shoulder. And as you do, just move your right hip out to the side. So you're really squeezing the right side of your body here as you stretch out the left. Keep looking over your shoulder. Inhale, come back to the central position. And then exhale to the left. So Look over your left shoulder towards your left hip. Move your left hip out to the side and really squeeze in the left body as you stretch the right side of your body. Inhale, center. Moving side to side. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We'll do one more on each side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Very good. Tuck your toes now and inhale and start to raise your hips upwards into the downward dog. Press your heels into the mat now, both at the same time, and then start to walk forwards once again towards the forward fold position. This time you may be able to get your legs a little bit straighter, but keep a bend in your knees if you need to. You're also free to rest your hands on a block or something to give you a bit of height if you have tight hamstrings. Allow your head to relax. And then we'll inhale and raise upwards towards the sky again. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, lower your arms. Join your hands together in front of your body. Inhale, lift your arms. Straighten your arms, keep your shoulders down. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower your arms down to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, tabletop. And now inhale, raise your right leg upwards and get it nice and straight. Point your toes. We're just going to hold it here. Hold and hover for a count of 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, nice and steady. 2, 1. Exhale, lower your foot down and just press lightly into your heel a few times, just to give an extra stretch to your calf muscle and your ankle. And then step the knee in. Extend the left leg down. Inhale, raise upwards. And again, let's hold it nice and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back down to the mat. Press into your heel. Gently. Just feeling a nice stretch along your calf muscle on the left side. And step your knee in. Walk your hands out by about half a foot in front of you. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, push your hips backwards into child's pose. And you can keep your knees under your chest, or if you're more comfortable, you can bring your knees apart to lower your body even closer down onto the mat. Stretch your fingertips out as high as they'll go, so lengthening the spine here, getting a nice stretch around the shoulders at the same time. And rest your forehead on the mat so you can breathe deeply for a few moments. Raise your head again. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, just move your hands backwards so they're underneath your shoulder joints once again. Tuck your toes. Inhale, raise your hips, downward facing dog. Press your heels to the mat. Exhale, walk forwards, forward fold. And you should know this by now. Inhale, raise your arms upwards. Exhale, lower your arms to the side and join your hands together. Inhale, raise your arms upwards. Exhale, bend to the right. We're moving a little bit quicker now.
And this might be a nice time to conjure up an image of a tree. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower your arms. Very good. Inhale, and now come into a chair position. So raise your arms upwards and sit backwards into your imaginary chair, bringing your weight onto your heels. And make sure that your knees aren't coming over your toes for this one. You want to have your thighs and your glutes nice and strong for this. Keep rotating or imagining that you're rotating your thighs inwards to give you more stability. Exhale, join your palms together and start to twist over so that your left elbow comes to the outside edge of your right thigh. Keep your gaze down to the mat and point your right elbow up towards the ceiling or the sky. Inhale, let's come back into the chair position. Keep your legs nice and strong. Exhale, join your palms together. Right elbow to left knee. Try to keep steady. Only a few more seconds to go. Inhale, chair. And exhale, start to straighten your legs as you lower your hands down to the mat in forward fold. Keep a bend in your knees still if you need to, or use blocks to support your hands. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Exhale, press your heels into the mat, push your body weight back, open your chest. Inhale, step forward with your right foot in between your hands. Keep your back heel off the ground and back toes facing forwards. Inhale, raise upwards into a high lunge. Now I know you've been waiting for this. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, bend and squeeze. Nice steady legs. 3 of these. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, good. Nice and strong. Inhale, raise your arms once more. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Inhale, step back to downward dog. Exhale, press your heels into the mat. Keep breathing. Stretch here and rest for a moment. Inhale again. Exhale, step forward with your left foot this time. Bend in your left knee, back leg straight, back heel off the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, bend and squeeze. Inhale. Last squeeze. Make this one even stronger. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, press your heels down to the mat. Inhale, raise your right leg upwards, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee and step forward in between your hands. And this time, plant your back foot down on the mat and turn your toes out by around 45 degrees. Inhale, raise upwards into warrior 1. Nice and strong. Keep your hips parallel with the front of the mat here. Back leg straight. Most of your weight, 60% of your body weight on the back leg. Exhale, straighten your front leg and start to reach forward with your hands down to the mat or to blocks if you're using those today. Pyramid pose. Then as you inhale, shift your body weight onto your front leg, bending it slightly, move your hands forward and raise your back leg into our supported warrior 3 pose. And again, you can use blocks here for your hands or come up onto your fingertips to give yourself a bit of height. Hold your top leg nice and steady. Try to get it parallel to the floor, toe pointing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bend your front knee slightly again. Step the raised leg back down onto the mat. Plant your palms
and step back into the downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Move your heels and feet. Do anything that feels good. Just enjoy a stretch in between legs. And then inhale, raise your left leg up into three-legged dog, nice and high. Try to keep your hips from tilting to the side, so staying square with the mat. Exhale, step your leg through in between your hands and ground your back foot, pointing out 45 degrees. Inhale, raise your arms, warrior one, hips parallel with the front of your mat. Gaze slightly upwards. Exhale, straighten your front leg and reach down into pyramid pose, both legs straight, head relaxing towards your front knee. Inhale, shift your weight onto your front leg as you bend it slightly, walk your fingers forward, and raise your right leg upwards into a supported warrior three position. Try to get your leg parallel with the mat. Keep it straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bend your front leg. Lower your foot down to the mat. Step back into our final downward dog. Make sure you enjoy this last one. Pedal your feet. Breathe deeply. Keep opening your shoulders, pressing your chest down to the mat, pushing your body weight back over your heels. And now slowly lower down to the mat. Tabletop. So we've done quite a lot in downward dog today. You might be starting to feel it in your wrists or your shoulder. So we're just going to stretch out with a thread the needle pose to release any stiffness and fatigue that might be building up in your shoulders. Inhale, raise your right arm upwards, follow your hand as it goes. And then exhale, thread your right hand underneath your left armpit and bring your right shoulder down onto the mat, palm facing upwards. And with your left hand, you can leave it resting comfortably where it is. You can stretch it out to the top of your mat, or you can even open it upwards towards the sky. Just take whichever version feels best for you today. And we'll relax for a few moments, stretching the shoulders. Good. Let's come out of the pose. First of all, press your left palm on the mat and release your right shoulder. So you can bring your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Nice as that was, we've got another shoulder to take care of. I could have stayed in that for a while. There was a lovely bird chirping in the background here. Inhale, raise your left arm, and then exhale, thread it underneath your right armpit. And once again, allow your left shoulder to come onto the mat and your left cheek, and find that comfortable position for your right arm this time. Either extended out to the top of the mat, resting beside your left arm, or even coming upwards to the ceiling or sky. let's release the left shoulder, press up onto the right hand. Bring your left palm back underneath your left shoulder and then just walk yourself around so you're back into seated position. We're just going to stretch out the legs as well to finish off here. Both legs can come out in front of you now in our Dandasana pose, and if you'd like to sit on a cushion again just to give yourself some support and stay upright, please go ahead and grab your cushion now. Once you've got comfortable, rotate your right foot out by 90 degrees and then start to move it inwards to touch the inner edge of your left leg, and that can either be against your calf if you've got some hip tightness, or moving it all the way up closer to the groin if you feel comfortable doing that. Once you're there, clear away any debris that has arrived on your mat and inhale, stretch up, and then exhale, lean forwards. Try to just lean and bend from the hips only. Try not to around your shoulders. Hello. We've got another participant. Relax your head towards your knee. So what's going on? Keep breathing. Try to relax deeper and deeper into the bend, and it's not a case of getting as far as you can towards your toes, although if you are able to meet your toes without rounding your shoulders, by all means go ahead and touch them. What we're trying to do is just really focus on a deep bend from the hip area whilst protecting the integrity of your spine and not rounding the shoulders. Inhale, let's come slowly up and move your knee so that it comes in front of your chest with your foot around the knee area. Inhale, now raise your left arm, and as you exhale, bring that arm to touch the outer edge of your right knee with your palm facing outwards. Your right hand can then come behind you as you twist through the torso and look behind. Just feeling that lovely twisting sensation through the spine, giving us that abdominal massage that we enjoy and benefit so much from, just feeling that working into the digestive system. Keep breathing. And then slowly release the twist. Move your arm first, untwist your torso. Bring your right leg down to the bottom and step your left leg up. Rotate outwards so your knee comes out, and then just find that comfortable position with your foot either against your shin, your calf muscle, or closer up towards the groin if that's comfortable. Check that your spine is upright. Then inhale and raise upwards again. Exhale, reach forwards without rounding your shoulders. Lean into it slowly, relaxing your head further towards your knee. And just breathe deeply here. Inhale, slowly come up. Bring your knee upwards. Deep breath out, empty your lungs so you can inhale afresh and raise your right arm. Exhale, lower your elbow to the opposite knee, palm facing outwards. Left hand behind you now, moving into the twist. Try to keep your shoulders down, so often the right shoulder will be tempted to ride upwards. So just try to keep both shoulders parallel to the ground and gently look behind you. Keep breathing, enjoy the twist. Final opportunity to relieve that tension and stiffness that so many of us have in the shoulders and neck. Slowly untwist. Bring your arm back round to your side. Step both knees up now. We're going to come into our final pose, so Shavasana. For this, just make sure that you can lie back safely without banging your head against anything. And let's roll back slowly, so pressing one vertebra at a time into the mat, using the control of your core to roll slowly down to the lying position. Extend your legs down to the bottom of the mat with your feet apart and falling away from each other. Walk your shoulder blades down the mat to help you relax your head, neck and shoulders, and make any adjustments that you need now to get as comfortable as possible. Your palms can be facing upwards with your fingers relaxed and curling. And we have a few minutes now just to quietly absorb the benefits of the practice today. How you're feeling, enjoying any sensations that arise from all of the movements that we've done, which help strengthen our bodies, making us supple, forever refreshing and rejuvenating or growing. Balanced and in harmony. Close your eyes if you wish to. I have a lovely view of a variety of coloured leaves above me. I'm going to keep my eyes open for Shavasana today. And now it's time to open your eyes again. Take a deep breath in and stretch your body. Open and close your fingers, move your toes. And if you want to, just take a few more minutes just lying where you are. Or if you need to get up and move on with your day, turn onto your right side. Support yourself as you come back up to seated position on your mat. Join your palms together. Thank yourself for your marvellous practice today, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.